On the News Hour tonight, from fielding A. Raja to rehabilitating Yediyurappa and considering Ashok Chavan, have all parties compromised?
Yes, they have all compromised, haven't they? They are all controversial, linked to one scam or the other. That hasn't stopped political parties from handing out ticket after ticket after ticket to the tainted. In a season of scams, when a clean image and propriety matter, or at least should matter, there have been several political compromises which may just prove to be very, very costly for our heavyweights.
They've all latched on to the anti-corruption plank for 2014.
What all I'm saying is that anybody, regardless of who he is, if there is any corruption done by any Congress person, we will take action against him. My job is, where I see issues of corruption arising, to take action. That's what I do.
मैं वहां चौकीदार के रूप में बैठूंगा और मैं आपको भी सलाहता हूं, मैं कभी हिंदुस्तान की तिजोरी पर किसी पंजे को पड़ने नहीं दूंगा.
But their actions a few days before elections don't seem to match. Blatant and nothing short of the ultimate compromise, most parties are fielding controversial and tainted leaders in the upcoming polls. Sources suggest that the same Congress was all set to give tickets to controversial leaders Ashok Chavan, Pawan Bansal, and was even considering tickets to Commonwealth Games scam accused Suresh Kalmadi, or at least his kin. Also getting active this morning was Cash for Votes linked Amar Singh, who joined UPA ranks.
My first preference was Indian National Congress. I am not ashamed or embarrassed in admitting this. And I have got great regard and respect for Right Honourable Sonia ji.
On the defensive, the Congress standing by an old adage to defend its likely candidates.
You are innocent until proven guilty. But if you were to rewind to 2009, you would find that whenever there was any whisper of even an aberration, forget an allegation of corruption, the Indian National Congress and the UPA government acted.
But even as the BJP attacks the Congress over fielding its tainted ministers, it had already elevated scam-tainted former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa.
केवल मात्र आरोपों से कुछ नहीं होगा. येडियुरप्पा जी कर्नाटक के जाने माने नेता है, किसान नेता है और वहां जीतने वाले एक सूची को हम जनता के सामने रख रहे हैं.
With the likes of Muzaffarnagar riots accused MLAs, Sangeet Som and Suresh Rana too, set to be thrust onto the national stage. Former Congress ally, the DMK, has probably taken the most controversial step this polling season, fielding its scam-tainted leaders A. Raja and Dayanidhi Maran as mascots for 2014. Both leaders who quit as UPA ministers following controversy.
It's an open season as far as corruption is concerned, and that too across the political divide. So be it B.S. Yediyurappa for the BJP, Ashok Chavan, Suresh Kalmadi and Pawan Kumar Bansal in the fray for the Congress, or for that matter A. Raja for the DMK, it seems as far as politics is concerned, it's winnability over any morality.
All the right noises made in the run-up to the polls, but come elections, there's a mismatch, which may turn costly for some. Bureau Report, Times Now.
You're watching the third News Hour debate on Times Now Super Prime Time.
This debate will go in for an open debate, which means we're not going to go through the usual round of inviting everyone for the initial comments, and we'll go straight into debate. I'll just ask the first question to one of our guests and go into open debate after that. This debate, we are also open to questions on News Hour. I have a question tonight, and that question is on your screen. Have all parties compromised? Sanjay Jha and Nirmala Sitharaman of the BJP and the Congress and the BJP respectively. T.K.S. Alangovan is the man who's proudly given a ticket. His party has given a ticket to A. Raja of 2G fame. R.K. Mishra, he quit the BJP and he's formed his own political party now. He quit because of Yediyurappa. Kiran Bedi, welcome. Good to see you. Vandana Shiva, well-known activist, is tonight here as a citizen. The first question to Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, one of the very few outspoken entrepreneurs, industrial and corporate voices in this country, because many are scared to speak out. Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, has everyone compromised, or is there any one party which hasn't in all of this? Has everyone largely compromised? Can anyone take the high moral ground?
Well, I think, Arnab, this is a very interesting state of Indian politics, where the Supreme Court has actually ruled today that any sitting politician with a criminal case against him or her has to be adjudicated within 1 year.
Yeah.
Now, if that is the case, then I think every party runs the risk of fielding a candidate with criminal charges against them. And I think this round, I think winnability is going to be a very, very costly mistake if such a candidate is convicted during their sitting term.
Yeah.
So I really believe that this should be a deterrent to all political parties when they field their candidates this time around, because they do run the risk of being disqualified mid-term.
But that, that's a selfish reason too, because I understand that, but that's a selfish reason. The more proper reason would be to say we are against it in terms of principle, right? Vandana Shiva, it would be better and more appropriate for the Congress and BJP to say we are against it as a matter of principle. As a matter of principle, we won't give a ticket to Yediyurappa. As a matter of principle, we won't give a ticket to Ashok Chavan or Kalmadi, or I don't know, wife or his daughter, son, I don't know. Nowadays, they perpetuate both dynasty and condone corruption by attempting to do something like that. But where is the morality being lost, Vandana Shiva? And by the way, it's open debate. The political parties are free to come in if they feel they are on the back foot on this one. But my next question is to Vandana Shiva. Yes, Ms. Shiva.
Well, morality has been lost because values and integrity in public life and personal life has been replaced by the rule of money. The rule of money both for personal accumulation of wealth and accountable wealth, and politics becomes a means of partnership with the wealthy.
Yeah.
Those who accumulate wealth either through the extractive industries or scams. And that rule of money then allows a regime to think that winnability is related to how much money you control. That's why scams have become political capital. This will not change till citizens are able to organize themselves in a really robust way to create an authentic democracy.
But look at
what we are seeing with large numbers of candidates across every party shows that this has become a structural and social disease.
Yeah, but look at the smugness of the political party. Sanjay Jha put his hand up there.
It has become the nature.
Yeah, but look at the smugness of political parties. Sanjay Jha put his hand up there. Look at Ashok Chavan. Congress can't decide on Ashok Chavan. Look at Suresh Kalmadi. And I know the reason for this is because the Congress party feels that if anyone questions this, we will just balance it out by talking about Yediyurappa facing a CBI case and being put up from Shimoga. You shouldn't feel that way, Sanjay Jha, but yes, you were raising your hand. What are you objecting to exactly?
I'm not objecting to anything. I just want to tell you that you know, and everybody knows in India, that one of the most outstanding candidates that we are going to be fielding in the elections is Mr. Nandan Nilekani.
So he balances out Suresh Kalmadi? He balances out Suresh Kalmadi, he balances out Ashok Chavan.
I'm just answering your question. The very fact that somebody like Nandan Nilekani is part of the Congress list tells you as to the kind of standards that we are setting.
I am talking about Kalmadi and Kalmadi
is a manifestation.
I am talking about the double whammy. I am talking about the double whammy that you are about to do.
Let me answer the second
whammy. Sanjay, in English terms, because you are perpetuating dynasty and condoning corruption.
Let me tell you.
Why are you doing that? Why?
Let me tell you, you are indulging in the realm of speculation. I'm telling you that of the candidates
really, what's
that we have
speculative
announced,
about it?
Tell me of anyone that you find.
So you are confirming that Ashok is being denied the ticket?
Who is controversial or convicted.
So Ashok Chavan being denied the ticket?
I'm saying that what Kiran Majumdar said was
absolutely right. No, 1 second. You can hear me, I'm sure. I'm not pretending not to hear me. My question,
in its right sense, is going to field a controversial candidate.
Sanjay, let me remind you, because so that everyone remembers what happened in the past. Words have this magical quality. They never disappear. They come back to haunt. When it is your own words, they are like a boomerang, Sanjay. You can throw them in any direction, they will come back and hit you. It's only the time factor which matters. They hit you after 1 day, 1 week or 1 year. In your case, it's about to hit you after 2 years and 11 months, because in April 2011, after Kalmadi was arrested, the Congress party had said, whenever there is a whiff of corruption, a whiff, you said a whiff, we will act. The whiff of corruption. In the case of Kalmadi and Chavan, it's not a whiff, it is the stench of corruption. And your party has been indecisive to the point that Manish Tiwari has to come out and tell you what to do and what not to do. Should I go to Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman unnaturally quiet on the subject, maybe because she's on the defensive on Yediyurappa?
You've not even asked me yet.
No, maybe you're on the defensive on Yediyurappa.
You ask me a question?
My question to you is on Yediyurappa.
You have not asked me a question yet.
My question is the following. The justification given by Anant Kumar while defending the ticket for Yediyurappa is saying merely levelling charges against Yediyurappa cannot be enough reason for giving him a ticket. He's a well-known farmer leader from the state, right? He's facing a CBI case, ma'am. He may be a well-known farmer leader. And if this is your position, then we should welcome tickets for Ashok Chavan and Suresh Kalmadi.
I don't think your question is framed all right. Here is Mr. Yediyurappa, as Anant Kumar ji expressed. There are cases which are pending, but most cases
in CBI
the High
cases,
Court even has dismissed.
CBI cases.
Yes,
pending in CBI court.
But as your minister's interview, IB minister's interview, which you may want to use favorably for the Congress, you may now also, since he was a senior lawyer who spoke about it, I'll quote him to even project our case. A person is innocent till he is proven guilty.
Oh, so Kalmadi also is innocent. Yediyurappa is innocent.
Wait a minute.
R.K. Mishra is responding.
Wait a minute.
What is the hypocrisy? Mishra? It's open debate. Yes, Mr.
No, I'm sorry. Don't come on with your hypocrisy argument, Mr. R.K. Mishra. My answer is as much as what I want to say.
This is not a court.
You're talking of hypocrisy.
Please understand. No, public does not want
liars. Of course it's not a court.
Please, public does not want liars. Come on, this is not...
I'm not a lawyer.
You are going to feel...
I'm not a lawyer, Mr. R.K. Mishra. Close your mind before you talk about me.
Please, Nirmala ji, please listen. Nirmala, please listen, okay? You said that let me give an unless proven guilty. It is not about unless proven guilty. It is same BJP.
That's a common sense argument.
And I am telling because I am personally... I have to... No, listen. This is the same BJP which made Yediyurappa go out. It is the Congress which threw out Kalmadi. What is wrong?
Sorry, you're wrong.
What is wrong with Nirmala Sitharaman?
Sorry, you're wrong.
Individually great. No, this
you're wrong, Mr. Mishra.
I have 200 odd messages.
You're wrong.
All the parties. No. I'm not wrong, madam. And the public is telling this. It's not me. Please ask people. Look at the...
No, you speak. I'll give my facts.
You need to...
Nirmala Sitharaman, I'm sorry, but RK is 100% correct on this one. It is true you took a high moral ground on Yediyurappa after the Lokayukt report. You did not bat an eyelid before you gave him a ticket to contest the election. He is accused of bribes, kickbacks of the kind you don't like when we talk about Augusta Westland and Commonwealth Games and 2G and SL Access. How are kickbacks okay when it comes to Yediyurappa? How are kickbacks okay when it comes to Yediyurappa? Tell me.
The most corrupt government in Karnataka was Yediyurappa government. What is so good about it now? What is so good about Yediyurappa now?
The situation hasn't changed.
Karnataka was Yediyurappa. I have written 200 odd messages.
It is because Ravi Shankar Prasad said.
And then there was Kushwaha. Kushwaha was taken in UP.
Anyway, 1 minute.
Kushwaha was taken in UP. Yediyurappa was here. It was almost a hell.
No. 1 second. You see, this is the problem. You see, Kiran Bedi, on my program a few weeks back, you came and said, I support Narendra Modi. Open. You were at a chai ki chai.
You must be giving me a time to reply to Mr. Mishra.
I'm coming to you. Let me ask.
Whenever you're going to give it.
I will give it.
But you will not conclude the program before I answer, Mr. Mishra.
I will not. You will
be too generous about sitting on judgment.
If you want to reply to this, please let me tell you, Nirmala Sitharaman, okay, that the BJP said when they removed Yediyurappa, they said we have a zero tolerance policy towards corruption. Where is that zero tolerance policy tonight? This evaporated because he will improve your party's chances tenfold, as Ravi Shankar Prasad said. Where are your principles tonight? Went to the CBI cases against him. What happens to the kickbacks, the charge sheets filed, the misuse of office?
The interesting part about Arnab Goswami's panel discussions and also Mr. Mishra's judgmental, diatribe against BJP is BJP did not send him out. We removed him from the position. I'm arguing with facts.
Really?
Hold on. And Mr. Mishra, if he wants to sit on a judgment that it was the most corrupt government, I'm sorry. On whose argument? And who is he to sit on judgment?
Factually incorrect.
Who has decided on what he has
I ask you,
what was
Nirmala
Karan Singh's
Sitharaman.
government?
Nirmala
What was
Sitharaman.
other governments of Congress in the country?
Nirmala Sitharaman, you
Mr.
are
Mishra,
factually incorrect.
if you initiate a debate, I'm not here to listen to it.
You are factually
come with a
incorrect.
concluded mind.
You are
and you want to
factually
get Yadurappa's government as the most corrupt? I'm sorry, you have a word for Sonia Ji's government?
Really?
Have you got a word for what kind of institutional
Miss Nirmala
breakups
Sitharaman.
are happening under Congress? What is this kind of judgmental interruption, Mr.
Ms.
Mishra?
Sitharaman, one second. Mr. Mishra is able to his interruption. My question to you, Nirmala Sitharaman, is
I'm
this.
willing to participate.
I go back into history.
I said about
This Mr. Mishra will not be sitting on judgment on any BJP government. I'm sorry to say.
Every individual or political
You
leader of
said it
party.
first.
I did not say
You have
about
not even
Madhya
spoken
Pradesh.
about them.
I did
Yadurappa's
not
government
say
is
about
most corrupt.
Gujarat.
I'm sorry,
I
who
did
are
not
you
say
to sit
about
on
Madhya
judgment?
Pradesh.
Nirmala Raman, Nirmala Sitharaman, you are
I am
resorting.
sorry.
Mr. Mishra, 1 minute. Calm down, gentlemen. Calm down, please. Calm down, both of you. I'll say one thing. Miss Nirmala Sitharaman is a very qualified spokesperson. Miss Sitharaman, I'm paying you a compliment. I'm paying you a compliment. Take it. I'm paying you a compliment. 1 second. 1 second. 1 minute. I'm paying Nirmala Sitharaman a compliment, and my compliment to this man is this.
Why only Karnataka government?
Mr. Mishra, 1 minute, please. I'll pay you a compliment also later.
I'm
1 second.
sorry, Mr. Mishra
1
should
second.
contain himself.
Can you please both 1 second. I'm paying you a compliment, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman. Ms. Mishra, please. My compliment to Nirmala Sitharaman is
me
this.
when it comes to
1 second.
either.
I ask, and Ms. Nirmala, don't respond. I'm paying you a compliment. I ask you X, you answer Y. I ask you A, you read B. And I ask you, therefore, that I was talking about Yadurappa facing a CBI case. Your answer is, was the Yadurappa government corrupt? Do you forget the question?
No.
My question to
No.
you, no, hear me now, man.
No deflecting.
Hear me now. The charge sheet filed in
I will
October
tell you.
2012 alleged that Yadurappa misused his office, received a 20 crore kickback or bribes from the Southwestern Company as a quid pro quo to waive off dues to the state government. In other words, he caused a grave loss of exchequer to the state government. I am not saying his government is corrupt. I am saying he is indulged in alleged corruption himself, and you welcomed him back into the party, much like Mr. Elangovan has welcomed back Mr. Raja into the party. Why did you bring back Mr. Raja into the party, Mr. Elangovan? You don't care?
See, Raja we have always been defending Raja.
No, but why do you have to field a person who is accused in the 2G scam?
Raja will he is facing trial. We believe, we hope, or definitely he will come out clean. The people will also elect him. It is the charges made against us. We have been saying, the party has been saying that Raja has always been innocent and he had followed the rules his predecessors had made. So it was...
Sir, he is the main accused. What is the message you are sending out? What is the message you are sending out?
Let us see what is the outcome of the case.
You didn't find anyone else.
Let us see the outcome of the case.
What is the message you are sending out?
Let us see the outcome of the case.
No, what is the message you are sending out?
That Raja... No, we say that we have been defending
that you will, the message was out is that you will reward a person who carries out a scam. You will reward a person
there is no
for carrying out a scam.
We say that there is no scam.
You may say so. He is charge cheated. He is charge cheated.
Oh, let the court say.
Kiran Bedi, what explains this? Even the BJP doesn't care. You have any answers to even the BJP and Mr. Modi who you support? Mr. Modi care about this, does he? Will you speak up on it?
Or no, the point is, let's look at the kind of politics. Who's speaking?
Sanjay Jha. Let us speak, Sanjay Jha. Let us
Or not, the fact, let's understand one thing. Look, let's understand the kind of politics inherited. We brought it so far. We've inherited a huge amount of baggage. Every political party almost has a baggage, and some have a huge baggage, and some have a reasonably manageable baggage. I think we are now, there is no political party today which is without a baggage. And that is what is being tolerated by history.
No.
If you want to undo history overnight...
No. You see, you're dodging the question.
Let me complete. No, I'm not dodging. Listen, let me complete. I'm not dodging it. Let me complete.
No, you're dodging the question on Yediyurappa.
At the angle.
Because you don't want to speak against Narendra Modi.
Haven't I said it? No, I'm speaking up for Narendra Modi. Let me complete. Unless you answer my question, please go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And unless you or if you allow me to build my argument. So the point is, let's understand, there are political parties, all have a baggage. Some have a huge baggage, and some have a manageable baggage.
Yes.
I think the question today is, are we going to now say we want a political party with no baggage? Then you have none today. You have none.
What kind of Kiran Majumdar Shaw?
Yes.
No, in other words, you're saying you make them, Congress made big compromises, we'll make chota compromises. Kiran Majumdar Shaw and Vandana Shiva.
Have I said that? Have I said
That's
that?
my interpretation.
Have I said that?
That's my interpretation.
Did I say that?
1 minute, one at a time. Kiran Majumdar Shaw first.
Bedi completely. Corruption is bad.
Can I just
dimension corruption and justify it?
Kiran Majumdar Shaw, Vandana Shiva both want to respond to Kiran Bedi. Yes, Kiran Majumdar Shaw first.
Modi's cabinet.
Yeah, Arnab, I want to just build on what Kiran Bedi said. She is absolutely right about every party being saddled with unnecessary baggage, and unfortunately it is a fact that 50% of our sitting politicians have got some criminal case against them, and of which about almost 25% are serious criminal charges.
But this is...
So that is the fact of life today, okay? Now I personally believe that yes, I think all parties are guilty of fielding and compromising on this particular election by fielding candidates whom hopefully will actually let down their own parties by being convicted, and it is hoped that...
No, but that doesn't explain it, Ms. Shaw. Ms. Shaw, it doesn't explain it, because the problem is this, and I'm sorry I have to take a very short break and come back.
So we need to have pressure groups. I personally believe, Arnab, that there has to be people pressure, there has to be pressure groups who will make sure that they don't vote for such people.
Well, you leave it to the voter, then you let off the party, Ms. Shaw.
You are going to find political parties compromise.
No, you leave out the political party and you put it onto the voters. I think that's completely unfair. Should we open up to calls? We're going to take a few calls on this one. Do you think every political party has compromised? I'm coming back in 2 minutes.
This is Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Opening back with a caller, and that's MB Vishwanath from Bangalore. He's an advocate and he has a question. Who's our question to Mr. Vishwanath? Good evening. Thanks for watching the news.
My question is, since all major parties, including regional political parties, have leaders with criminal charges or stated ones, what choice would be having the electorates in such events?
Yes, so how are we supposed to vote? That's your question.
Yes.
I see one hand go up. Now the BJP doesn't raise his hand, Congress doesn't raise it. Very interesting. BJP hasn't taken a decision on culture.
No, I have.
You were second.
Can I answer the question?
You know, this is...
Arnab, I want to answer the question.
Give them a try this time. The Navbharat answer the question. Mr. Jha, answer it. Mr. Jha, yes.
Navbharat is there.
We have announced.
Okay, I want to let you know, sir, that if you find... I want to let you know, sir, that if you find that the candidates who are in your constituency don't have a good track record, you're not convinced of their credibility statements, you can exercise the option called...
So what about Pune? If you put up Kalmadi or Kalmadi's wife from Pune, what would you say?
Rights given to you as part of an election.
If you put Kalmadi or Kalmadi's wife,
well, I'm just
or Ashok Chavan,
Sanjay, why not put good candidates?
That will be good.
Sanjay, why not put good candidates?
Answer the question.
Sanjay, why not put good candidates?
Absolutely, I agree with Mishra ji. I completely agree with you, which is why I think in this election, In this election, you're going to find, at least from the Congress party, our effort is to make sure that not a single candidate has a track record which is deemed to be so controversial.
That's the official announcement. Kalmadi, Bansal and Chavan are being denied tickets. Kalmadi, Bansal are being denied tickets, says Sanjay Jha. The point I'm making, Sanjay Jha has just announced that Chavan and Bansal are being denied tickets along with Kalmadi.
The point I'm making here is that the public of India, from our party is going to get an extremely qualified list of candidates.
Second caller, Sagar is a caller from Lucknow. He's a student.
For ensuring
Sagar, good evening.
that the ordinance never happened.
Sir, Sagar from Lucknow. Good evening, Sagar. Thanks so much. Yeah.
Hello, sir. May I put my question?
Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. First of all, it's a big fan of yours.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So my question is for the BJP. So my question is that as of now, when we're giving ticket to Yediyurappa, the problem is that Congress is a sinking ship. So we're not putting any question like about corruption to them.
Interesting.
But Yediyurappa is getting majority. So we have high expectations. There's a Modi wave and all. So when you're giving ticket to Yediyurappa, don't you think you're somehow doing harm to your vote bank? Because you see, and also a point to Mrs. Bedi, ma'am, big fan of yours, and I admire you, but when you say that BJP has a small baggage, you shouldn't even support them when you think that there's even 5 or 10% corruption, because Modi will not be leading the country. He'll have to work with these people.
Oh, good point. Good point. I should wonder that Shiva and go.
And sir, just 1 minute. And because we'll be heading to the same scenario when Congress gave ticket to A. Raja and there was a big time in the country.
You know, Sagar, can I say one thing to you?
Yes,
just one thing. One minute, I just want to say one thing to Sagar. One sec, Sagar. Sagar, I just want to say one thing, that I find your observation so detailed, so incisive, and so well informed, that I must say that I am the fan of callers like you who make such pertinent points. They put everyone on the back foot. Before I go to Kiran Bedi and Nirmala Sitharaman to answer that question, Vandana Shiva wanted to come in. The question is, if Modi is on an upswing, why do you give tickets to people like Yediyurappa? Yes, Ms. Shiva.
What I wanted to address the issue of baggage. Baggage implies that somehow all this will fade away. If we are not looking at the structural roots of what is criminalizing politics, what is making big money run the electoral machinery, will not have lighter baggage, we will have heavier baggage. I'd like to bring to the notice of your viewers that there's a 2G scam, but there's a 200 GMO scam.
Yes.
A new minister appointed by displacing 2 environment ministers has approved GMOs. Now he hasn't been turned into a criminal, but in my view he is perpetuating crimes against nature, crimes against us, and crimes against the citizens of India.
I take your point,
all
but
kinds of crimes. Some recorded in ancient laws, and some need to have emerging law.
But Sagar, I don't know if he's still on the line, take your point. But Sagar made that point. I think Kiran Bedi, you should answer that. Nirmala Sitharaman, you heard him there. Let's try and get him back on the line so he can listen. Bedi?
Who's this for?
You heard Sagar there. Sagar actually made a very pertinent point to the BJP. And to Kiran Bedi, he said, why are you saying that everybody, he completely disagreed with this idea, Kiran Bedi, that everybody is corrupt in different degrees, and hence we can't have a party that cannot be corrupt. And to Nirmala Sitharaman, he said that if Modi is on the upswing, why do you need to give tickets to people like Yediyurappa and spoil your own image? That is a very pertinent observation, Sagar, in Lucknow, which, by the way, is one of the constituencies being speculated for Mr. Modi himself.
What I was trying to explain, which you left me in between. What I was trying to explain where you left me in between was that because of the long past, every political party, particularly the key major parties, which only hopefully form the government, have baggages by virtue of history and the kind of opaqueness we had in politics in the past. Things have dramatically changed now. But the choice is now to choose the bigger. Now let me complete. Don't get anxious. Let me complete. The choice is we've got a few weeks away. Do we want a government or we don't want a government?
Yeah, but you don't want Yediyurappa. Ashok Sagar is asking you is not about whether we want government. He's saying, why do you want Yediyurappa?
By not having Yediyurappa,
You know, people are angry about Yediyurappa.
Not having one Yediyurappa.
Yediyurappa is a symbol of corruption.
Not having one Yediyurappa, one Kalmadi, one Ashok Chavan, one Pawan Bansal, you're not going to lose the government.
Okay, one second.
You please come to the politics. Why are you?
1 minute, please.
Please do come.
One minute. Nirmala Sitharaman. No, 1 second. Before that, Nirmala Sitharaman, you want to answer Sagar?
Please also focus. Arnab, please also bring into focus that the BJP is planning to give tickets to the 4 people who have been accused of the Muzaffarnagar riots.
We'll take that up later.
That is,
let them give the tickets, we'll debate it.
Sanjay, please, Sanjay, Congress should not be telling BJP what to do.
Let us also debate. 1 minute, we have not given a ticket to Mr. Chavan or Mr. Kalmadi. Why we
Yes, we are waiting, but you haven't said no to that either.
I hope you don't.
You haven't said no to that either. Anyway,
you don't.
Nirmala Sitharaman, you want to answer Sagar?
My point is,
Nirmala Sitharaman, you want to answer Sagar?
my point is that the BJP's commander-in-chief of the campaign is triple murder accused.
Okay, fine.
Amit Shah has got a serious accusation.
We're not talking that. Nirmala Sitharaman, you want to answer Sagar?
You get to know where they're coming from.
Don't go to Gujarat, please.
Nirmala, answer Sagar before I wrap up. Let Nirmala Sitharaman answer it, please. Sagar is on the line. Go ahead.
No, I just want to be, if every panelist had something to tell about the BJP, Arnab, please extend me the courtesy of just allowing me that 1 minute uninterrupted. When the Congress spokesperson doesn't even want to talk about his own answers and jumps on to come up with a blatantly false allegation, outrageous allegation, and I object to this kind of a nonsense which is being spoken
what
in
is
television debates every time when they want to divert. And therefore, with that said, I will tell you. Now, I'm very surprised about coming up, commenting, saying he symbolizes corruption. When 4 cases against him have been thrown out. Now, let us not please, much before the courts have decided.
Why are you defending him?
Continuously talk. There we go. Hold on, Arnab. Be kind. 8 people are talking to me about as though only Yediyurappa is there for you all to talk about corruption. If our allegations are falling flat on their faces, one after the other.
There is a charge sheet filed in the CBI court in October 2012, and I have just told you about it. It hasn't fallen.
I am reminding you of the facts that several of the FIRs have been rejected by the court as having no prima facie. You should allow me to say that much at least.
Are you going to judge for the court?
Arnab, please hold on for a minute. If you have 5 panelists all talking about Yediyurappa, at least give me the courtesy, let me answer it. Some of the FIRs have already been rejected by the court. The court has commented as to how these have been charges placed against him, which are politically, we have been saying politically clearly motivated. So I don't want you to excessively
I would say this to you, that just like Babubhai Bokaria has been convicted, Yediyurappa has been charge-sheeted. Now, if Kalmadi and Bansal and Chavan are denied tickets, will the BJP be on a back foot? That's only a question tonight. I'm wrapping up only for want of time, but you can tweet on this, you can about this, because this subject, everybody compromises as a hashtag, and we're going to keep this issue alive over the next few days. Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 2 on the News Hour tonight.
This is Times Now.